Hi, everyone. You're probably here if you are interested in writing for kids, and these are some great resources for KidLit writers. So, a little bit about me. My name is Katie. I am a KidLit writer. I've been writing middle grade fiction since 2016, and I'm currently querying my third novel. I am not agented, but I am interning as a literary agent intern. I've been working with Caitlin Sanchez of Bradford Lit since January of 2025, and if you stay tuned, you'll find out about my next internship that should be starting in November. In addition to that, I'm also the chapter president of the current chapter of the League of Utah Writers called Utah KidLit. So I've put together this presentation for everybody so that you can find the various resources all over the internet that will make you a better writer. So there's tons and tons and tons and tons of books on writing. Personally, I don't like craft books a ton. I find that sometimes I just get lost in the weeds of them and I'd like to just jump in and learn. So when I selected my favorite books on writing for you, these are the craft books that were able to really hook my attention and I found most useful for my writing. So if you are not a craft book person, these still might be the right craft books for you. So the first one is Saves the Cat Writes a Novel. You've probably heard of this before. It actually originated as a screenplay writing tool, and it was rewritten for novelists. So it basically teaches you about plot and which of the 15 plot points really should be in your novel. And it is broken down by the different type of story you're writing. So, for example, you might be writing a coming of age story, or you might be writing a story about friends going on a road trip. And it doesn't have to be specifically a road trip, but some sort of journey. So if you read Saves the Cat Writes a Novel, you can identify which type of novel you're writing and then make sure you're hitting those plot points in your book. It's great for before you write if you're a plotter, or after you write if you're a pantser. I want to make sure that everything hit the right marks and didn't go off the rails. The next one I was going to talk about is called the Emotion Thesaurus. There are tons and tons and tons of books. I'm actually going to glance over at my bookshelf over here. They have the Emotion Thesaurus, they have the Negative Traits Thesaurus, the Positive Traits Thesaurus, the Urban Settings Thesaurus. So they have different thesauruses for all different elements that you might include in your writing. I think the most useful one is the Emotion Thesaurus. So you can basically just look up, an emotion, maybe it's angst, and you can find it, flip to that page. It will give you a list of different ways somebody who's feeling angsty might be physically responding so that you can describe the character's response. It'll give you internal responses so you can get us deeper into the character's thoughts. It will show you um, basically just how the emotions will be like crafted on page and strengthen the emotions within your story. Then there's self-editing for fiction writers. I think this book is one you could revisit at all stages of your writing journey. And it helps you learn to edit your work yourself for a clean manuscript. It takes you through the stages of editing. So you're not just opening up a chapter and trying to fix everything at once, but you're actually going through it, maybe first for filler words. Maybe after that, you're looking at your dialogue tags. So it kind of works you through how to look at your book in stages for a clean manuscript overall, which is a great idea to do before you send it out to beta readers. Podcasts on writing. Um, there are so many podcasts out there on the internet, and these are just a couple examples of great podcasts for KidLit writers. The first one, Writers with Wrinkles, is not a KidLit specific podcast. It is just a writing podcast in general, but it is my favorite, so I'm including it on here. I actually found my internship with Caitlin Sanchez by listening to her on Writers with Wrinkles. I just knew that she and I had a lot in common, and I felt like I really could connect with the things she was saying on the podcast. So I reached out to her and asked for an internship. So obviously, not every podcast is going to lead to an internship, but I think it gives you access to agents and editors and authors that you wouldn't normally have access to. And Writers with Wrinkles is top, top, top. Middle Grade Matters is a great one if you are a middle grade writer. They bring on a lot of different authors in the middle grade space. Hey YA looks at very popular YA books and why they're popular. And KidLit Craft talks in general about how to write for kids, and it's great for picture book authors. I'm going to stop there today, and I will pick up tomorrow with teaching you about blogs to read. Bye, everyone.